Hi everyone, welcome to Be Celestial Tarot. This is the November general read for all of my Pisces out there. I'm going to try to keep it open to any messages from the spirits that you need to hear in this moment in time. Okay, great. I'm going to switch it up and start with these cards. What do our Pisces need to hear right now? What do our Pisces need to hear? Some of you have, oh, wow. All right, those came out. Those flipped out. Some of you have been dealing with some heavy burdens, possibly related to heartache, someone hurting you, betraying you, or just a breakup in general. But I feel like some of you have been really dealing with like the weight. It's interesting, like in my head, I just heard like replaying bad memories. Like I don't know, sometimes when I go, not sometimes, like all the time, when I go to bed, we all like think about bad things that happen or just replay memories and how we might have wished they went differently. And I feel like that's really something that you've been going through. And some of you are really dealing with the weight of like, there's just some sadness that's existing. And I feel like this has been existing for this, not an uncommon theme with the readings I've been doing today. But then the King of Cups coming out, it's like, this might have been the energy you're going through, but in the month of November, it's like, no, you're going to reach a point where you're like, oh, I could, like all the sadness that I was feeling, like it might be lifted in a weird way, or you might have a better way of managing your emotions and feeling like you're in better check of your emotions. Temperance, yep. Then we have Knight of Swords, okay. Then we have the Seven of Rods, and then we have the Eight of Rods. This is so interesting. For some reason I'm hearing like you built a wall up. Like I feel like you might have been working towards something, and maybe like some of you might be small business owners and you were working really hard, and once you started really doing well, you put some wall up and stopped your own progress. Like you got in your own way. Like maybe you were overwhelmed and you're like, okay, I need to step back from this. And you just felt like you were very much like, yeah, the only word I can think of is you felt overwhelmed. And temperance, and there's like some kind of balance, and also like for me, I think temperance is also like the idea of divine timing, like things happening when they need to. And the Knight of Swords is like, I see you playing out, like you're very much stuck in your head about what needs to happen. I actually read these in reverse, so that's interesting. Like what needs to happen for me to move forward. Like instead of just, you're very methodical, but it's actually getting in your way because you're not actually making much progress. Like when things do get a bit crazier, or when you start taking on like more projects, you always step back because I don't know, maybe you just think you're like subconsciously you think you're not worthy of good things coming to you, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna step back. This is not what I want. Yeah, let me see if I can get some clarification on these cards, please. Sorry, oof, these cards seem not well shuffled today. Okay. Yeah, some of you are, like I heard, like turned away from your faith. And I think that could mean like actual, like religiously, you might have turned your back on your religion and have felt lost and hopeless. But also I feel like you've given up on yourself. Like there's something where you're like, you just don't have the confidence, or you're not letting yourself succeed and get in your own way of that. Like you've lost faith in like maybe the potential of good people, like the potential of yourself. But you're really struggling with that right now. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, for some reason I'm hearing like your spiritual team is here to help, but I don't know if you're like, I don't know if you feel isolated, but like this is just like, if you are, like this is a reminder that your spiritual team is there to guide you, and they are guiding you every step of the way. The Queen of Pentacles is also like being conscious of like your spending and just being more financially fiscal. I don't even know if that made sense, honestly, or my mind stopped working today. But just being better at managing your finances and actually being in control of your finances where you feel stable. So maybe some of you, that was something you were scared of, and you're like, I don't feel like I'm financially stable right now, but I feel like the month of November is actually going to treat you well, and recognizing all the good that you do have. of Swords. Five of Swords. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. I just hear the doo-doo-doo in my head. Your emotional intelligence is very strong at this moment in time. But I think you often dream about the boss bitch that you can be. Sorry to make that gendered if it is. But you often fantasize about the power that you could have, but then it's only alive in your fantasies. Like, you know what you're capable of, but when it actually comes to, like, in real life, into owning that position, you shy away. You shy away from power, and when the spotlight should be on you, you shy away from the spotlight. Like, you are very capable and have all these good things, but for some reason you'd rather play in the background and be behind the scenes. You're like, oh, I'll take care of other people and just, like, do the work that nobody really notices. But it's like, no, you are the spotlight. Like, you do belong in the spotlight. Why do you shy away from the good? And also, like, maybe you have a hard time taking compliments or praise. But Five of Swords, I feel like for so long you've been taking care of other people and managing other people when it's time to start managing yourself and your own success. Two of Cups. A soulmate could be coming forward, or you could really be meeting someone. Yeah, the chariot coming forward, like a message coming forward, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, someone could be coming forward for you. Like, someone could be coming forward for an offer, and the chariot is like a message. Something you might have been waiting for is finally coming together. And maybe it's like it could be an offer of a job offer too. Like, the Two of Cups is not specifically romantic, but it could be a job offer coming forward, or an opportunity. Like, I'm seeing like a small business opportunity, like something like some kind of like spotlight. Again, that word keeps ringing. And then the Four of Pentacles is like, you getting, like, for some reason, like, I see you getting your ducks in a row. Like, I see you, like, setting yourself up for success, like, finally making the moves to get yourself where you need to be. Yeah, okay, the Ten of Cups, yeah, okay, there might be some beautiful love coming forward, and the Two of Rods. Two keep coming up. I feel like you've always deep down known you're destined for success. Like, I don't know if, like, your mother or something, when you're growing up, like, someone telling you, like, oh, you're going to do great things. Like, that, like, I just keep hearing that. Like, you always heard that you're going to do great things. And maybe like, subconsciously the pressure of that has gone to you. Or, like, you fear you're going to let people down because you haven't, like, done what you thought you would do by this point of your life. But that's not fair to you. Yeah, look at that. The Star card came out. Like, I see you finally reaching forward for what you deserve, if that makes sense. Like, I finally see things aligning, but it's only because you're making the active choice that you do deserve these things, are worthy of these things, and you might have been denying yourself that for a really long time. I'm going to actually pull some love oracle cards because some love things came out in this reading, and I want to see what messages want to come out for any love. But yeah, the Star card is like hopes and aspirations and dreams coming together. And for me, this really feels like your finance and your job success, like something coming together for you. Yeah, okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, wow, okay. So we have, the first card that came out was healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happy. Yep. We have twin flames, yin yang, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. And then we have abundance, keeping a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. Yeah, I honestly think the month of November is just like finally bringing to light what you deserve. But you have to be the one conscious of you have to consciously make that decision to embrace the abundance that's coming forward for you, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pull one last card. I just feel like I need to pull one more card. And the card that came out was the Fool card. So for me, that marks new beginnings. Yeah, the month of November is gonna treat you well. But you have to be the one to make the conscious decision that you do deserve good. Okay, I'm sending you all my light and love. Take care.